time to start.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Plano, Texas, at Plano Super Bowl for the summer edition of FUN-etic Friday. This is the first week of the Summer Slam here at Plano Super Bowl. FUN-etic Friday Youth Adult Bowling Tournament. We've got 63 competitors, a packed house here tonight. We've got 8 lanes of live coverage, live scores, everything coming at you tonight. It's an eliminator format. So the eliminator format, everybody bowls 3 games. The top half of the field will move on. The bottom half of the field goes home. Then they bowl 2 more games. Pins drop, fresh start. Top half of the field after those 2 games move on. Bottom half goes home. Then it's 1 game. Pins drop, fresh start. 1 game to decide who goes home, the champion in the first week of the summer series. Plano Super Bowl FUN-etic Friday. All right, so we've got 15, 16, 17, 18 up on the high side. That's 7 on a pair tonight, up on 17. Youth bowler Noah Raleigh-Turner. All right, playing the hold on the house shot. Tonight's pattern, the Plano special. Typical house shot here at Plano. A high friction surface. So there's hook to the outside and there's hold on the inside. Seen several 300 games here just about every week in the spring series. See if we'll see one here tonight. Oh, the high flush shot. Coming in high, getting them all to go. All right, looks like everyone's on a vacation up here on the high side. We'll go down to the low side. And before things get too heated down here, Remember, if you haven't already, subscribe, hit the like button, click the notification bell, share the stream with a friend. Let everyone know that bowling, it's cool. Oh, a little whiff on the 7-pin on 11. All right, lane 12, getting him to go. Strike in the first frame. I got Matt up on 16. Matt's working on a spare, and that's high. That leaves a 4-pin. All right, lane 15 coming in a little light. Little deflection, leaves an 8-pin. All right, so Matt going after his 4-pin. Matt's on a spare, trying to stay clean, and he will. He gets it out. All right, 18 coming in high, leaving a 3-6. That needs to hook. Oh, playing the one-board friction, leaving a 4-7. Right. Picking up the 3-6 on 18, lane 17, going after the 4-7, hooking at it and picking it up. All right, we've got Chris Warren. All right, Chris on 13, finding the pocket. Chris getting him out. Chris perfect after 2. All right, I got Noah back up on 18. Noah's second frame, he's on the strike, and he is right there. And Nico, previous champion here at FUN-etic Friday on 16, playing the outside, looking for the hook, not getting it. The 3-5-6. And oh, there's a 9 back there too, so the lefty bucket for Nico. And she was on a double, so she's going to lose some count there, leaving the 6. First shot in the third. And 18, another youth bowler. Light, pocket. Oh, drops the 8. Leaves the 2-10. All right, Nico picks up her lefty bucket. right, let's see if we can get the 210. Got a chance. Oh, a little bit too much of the 2-pin. Sending it back. And missing the 10. Yeah, we got Tim Crow. Not sure which lane he's on. There we go. He's on 13. All right. Tim playing deep already. Tim, a two-time champion. Looking for his third. So Tim with the 4-pin. And Tim's got it back to Noah, 17. Third frame on a double. Looks like an electrified pearl. Playing the middle of the lane, the weak pearl. Looking good. So Matt back up on 15. Matt's on 2 9 spares. Leaving the 1-2-8. Light pocket. Get him out. So she's perfect on the left lane. Need to get that right lane figured out. And there'll be no stopping her after that. All right, going back to 14. Got Chris Warren. Chris starting his third frame. Working on a double. And there we go, 3 in a row. Chris showing us that form that we saw on TV in the 90s. Perfect through 3. All right, so the bowlers are going to move after game number 1. I believe they're going to move 2 pair to the right. And then after the second game, they're going to move right 1 pair. All right, so Nico up on 15, looking to come back after the spare. The light crumbler gets the 6-10 out late. And she's double 6 spare strike after 4. All right, and Matt looking to make up his open, and he does. Comes in with a strike in the 4th. Or not an open, he was working on a spare. All right, 4 in a row on lane 17. All right, Noah back up on 18. All right, Noah's on 3 in a row. And that's high, flush. He gets him out, 4 in a row. Noah off to a good start. Looks like he's throwing electrified pearl there. Get a little confirmation on that in a second. All right, lane 18, and that goes high. 3, I think there's a 9 back there. Nope, so good, just the 3-pin. So 1 shot height, 1 shot light, 1 shot high. So somewhere in the middle of those two, there's a strike. Yeah, Nico on 16. Ooh, and all right, she picks it up. So Nico on 16. All right, knocks the 7-pin out. So double 6 spare double for Nico. You go back down to the low side. And Tim Crow on 13, starting his 5th frame, and Tim's on a strike. All right, Tim comes in a little high, leaving a 3-6-10. Go back to Noah on 17. Noah's 5th frame, working on 4 in a row. And Noah's got a lot of room out there. About 5 boards down lane. And that is electrified pearl he's throwing. So Scotty on 16 steps out of it a little bit, finds the pocket and leaves a 7-10 on a double. All right, we have yet to see the 7-10 be made live on stream. And perfect shot on 17. And we will still not see the 7-10 made. All right, all day, that's 5 in a row. All right, so Nico 3 in a row. Double 6 spare, triple after 6. And carrying the 7 for 3 in a row. And Matt getting the 3 pin. So that's a spare in the 6th after a open in the 5th frame. All right, so we got Noah up on 18. And he is perfect after 5, so 5 in a row. That is a pack of Franks. And we got Daniel up on 17, throwing heaters down the middle, and that's high. Little inside, leaves the 310. So Noah on 18. And high flush again. It's 6 in a row. Daniel gets it, so spares it up. Gets the baby split out. All right, we got a shout out for Lane Thompson, who's standing right next to me. Below 2X. Perfect shot. So she's got 18 figured out after a rough start in the 2nd with the split. 9 spares the 4th and strike in the 6th. So that looks good. She's going to finish on the right lane as well. So good thing to get it figured out. And Nico leaves a 10 pin after 3 in a row. Go down to the low side, catch Chris Warren on 13. And needs it to hook. It does. All right, so Chris perfect after 6. Almost stands a pin up. So it looks like Justin Bowie here on 12, starting his 7th frame. And Justin's on a, yeah, that's Justin. And so he's on a double now. Gets him out. All right, for those Lane fans out there, he's just 1 pair over, and he's through 8th, still got 279 possible. So he's perfect with a 9 spare after 4. So 279 still out there for Lane. Okay, I've got Noah on 17. Needs some hold, does not get it, and leaves a 3-pin. Then Daniel on 18. And is it going to get the messenger? The trips, the 4-pin. All right, that messenger came from Louisiana, I think. But he got it out. All right, so Chris Warren, lane 14, 7th frame. That looks good. All right, Chris tripping corner pins out. Chris perfect through 7. Oh, comes in just a touch high. 4, 7, 10. Pays the price. And I think Nico's got a 5-pin over there. Scotty with the 1, 2. There's no 8 back there. So just the 1, 2. It's a lot easier. A little light hit. Oh, so close on the splits tonight. So Lane is to the Lane fan club out there. Lane's just 1 pair to the right, and he's going to move 2 and then 1. So we might catch him on the low side for the 3rd game. But more than likely, Lane will advance if he continues to bowl the way he's bowling. And we'll definitely see him in the 2nd round. We'll give you the play-by-play, though. Lane's starting his 9th frame on lane 19. You can see him right there. Lane stepping out of it a little bit. Needs some hold. Gets none. 3, 6, 8, 10. All right, Noah on 18. Noah playing a little straighter this time, finding a better line, and sending 10 back in the 8th. So Noah with 279 possible out there. Wrapping the 10 there on 17. See if Lane picks this up on 19. He does not. So his 279 is gone south for the winter. But he's still got a 241 possible. And Lane is destined to bowl a 300. I agree. I'd be surprised if he hasn't already. But if he's going to, this is the place to do it. All right, and strike there in the 8th. So 213. possible. It's Daniel's up on 17. His 8th frame. He's on a strike. He's got 278 possible out there. That looks good. Right, and Daniel playing the hold in the middle also. We'll go down Justin Bowie, previous champion from last season. Here on 12. And he's on 3 in a row, and he leaves, looks like a 4-pin in the 9th frame. And with nearly matching shirts, we've got Chris Warren on 13. All right, so Chris, 8th frame. Oh, he likes it, and he gets him out. So Chris Warren, perfect through 8. Making a run at 300. Just looking down at the other pairs, high and low, to see if there are any other possible 300s, and I don't see any others. Chris is the final remaining possibility of a 300. Right, Lane just took his first shot in the 10th, and he got a break, sent a messenger out to take out the 8-10 late. The Lane's got a little bit of luck on his side, or some good ball motion, or a little bit of both. And this is a handicap tournament, so everybody's got a shot. All right, so Daniel on 18, starting his 9th frame. Daniel's on a double. And Daniel still got 278 possible and continues the possibility. Send in almost 19-mile-an-hour rockets down the middle of the lane. So Noah on 17, he's got 279 possible. Oh, the high shot leaves a 9-pin. Got it out into the friction a little bit early. And it read the lane, checked up, leaving him a 9-pin. All right, Lane leaves a 4-9 on his fill shot. So he'll be 240, waiting for the score to come up. Yeah, so Lane 241. After game number 1. Oh, the high shot. 3, 4, 6, 7, 10. So she's on a strike, so not losing count, and it is makeable. It's got to slide the 3, over into the 4-7. And Nico's second shot in the 10th over there on 15 results in a 4-pin. So she can make this for 233. And she'll be off to a good start. And a little bit too much to the 3-pin, sends it straight back. Justin looking to go off the sheet here in the 10th. And he will not. But he'll get 8. And Justin will come in with a 222. And Noah starting his 10th frame. And Noah's on a spare. And more in the middle, finding the hole, tripping the 9-pin out. So he can go 259. All right, Matt picking up the spare on the fill shot. No, that was his second shot in the 10th, so he's got a fill shot. And Noah strikes, second shot in the 10th. So he'll be in the 250s. All right, Matt leaving the big 4, but good news, Matt. You don't have to shoot at it. All right, so Noah's going to be in the 250s. The highest 250s you can get, 259, game number 1. Coming in a little light, leaving the 10-pin. And a 310 on 17, resulting in a 212. All right, so Daniel's up in his 10th frame, so he's got 278 possible. All right, good 10-pin pickup. All right, Daniel, blower 7. So we'll go down and see Chris Warren. Chris got the front 9, taking his first shot in the 10th. And that 4 pins. So no 300s in game number 1, but yeah, plenty of high scores. So Chris shooting his 4-pin. And Chris picks it up. That's Chris Warren with final shot, game number 1, and he'll come in with a 279. All right. And we're starting game number 2. Picking up the 610 off the wall, doing it the hard way. As we start game number 2, if you haven't already, be sure and subscribe. Click the notification bell. Share the video. All right, so we've got Chris Warren up on 17. The big 279 game in game number 1. We'll have the complete results usually about halfway through. Oh, Chris, that ball goes long. All right, he knows it. He knows it. 2-4-10. To Justin going for the re-rack on 16. So Chris shooting at the 2-4-10. Can't quite bounce the 2 out. Leaves a 10 pin. So Justin on 16. Justin in his second frame, he's on a strike, and that comes in high, and the helicopter will not get the 2. So he's got the 2-7 on a strike in frame number 3. So tonight's format, eliminator format. Everybody bowls 3 games. Got 63 competitors tonight in a full house. Everyone bowls 3 games. After 3 games, the bottom half of the field gets cut and goes home. Top half advances to play 2 more games. Pins drop, clean slate. At the end of those 2 games, top half of the field will advance to play 1 more game. Pins drop. Clean slate for 1 final game to determine the winner. That's Dottie on 17. Leaves a 6-10. Not too happy about it. And Chris Warren on 18. Looking to come back after open in the first. And Chris makes a little adjustment, a little move right. And leaves a 4-pin. And Justin on 15, getting him to go. And Dottie chopping it and leaving the 6-pin. All right, Chris labeling the 4-pin. And Tim Crow, lane 17. And Tim comes in high, leaves the 3-6. And he had a split in the first, resulting in an open. So Tim will be looking to pick this one up. All right, Tim bouncing the 3 off the wall, picking up the 6. Doing it the hard way. But he picks up the spare. And we got Andy Warren shooting the 4-7. Andy, the lefty Warren. Andy strike spare after 2. All right, so we got the results from game number 1. In first place, coming in with a 296, Taylor Yarborough. In second place, with the 279 that we saw, is Chris Warren. Troy Berneberg, a finalist in the overall series points last season, also with a 279. Robert Lawrence, 276. Noah Raleigh Turner with a 273. Daniel Cruz, 268. Todd Wilkerson, a 268. Kevin Lefebvre, 261. Zach Edgerton, 257. Jacob Wilborn, 257. Michael Murphy, 256. Carl Lewis, 250. Ken Brown, 250. Warren Reed, 248. Nico Gaudet, 247. Jeffrey Norton, 246. Lane Thompson, 245. Bradley Sheehan, 240. AJ Gribble, 238. Lindsey Anderson, 238. Olivan Brown, 234. Matt Heisen, 232. Zach Newman, 232. Azael Garza, 232. Scotty Bratton, 229. Kevin Carbo, the second, 228. Adam Beasley, 227. Marshall Morrison, last season's overall points champion, 225. Troy Gaudet, 224. Colin Earhart, 223. And the cut of 222 is a tie with Justin Bowie and Kerry Fulford. They're just outside the cut. We've got Maya Washington, one outside. Lee Lortz, two outside. Jody Cormier, three outside. And six outside. We've got a 1-2 3-way tie. Amber Hoyle, John Ashley, and John Traver. All right, so that's the cut. The cut line is 32. Yeah, we got some comments in the chat. Hey, it's Paul O'Kane. What's up, Paul? Paul's a youth bowler. Bowled at the Southwest Gold Tour Stop 5.6 at the International Training and Research Center recently. And Chris Warren, fourth frame. Chris working on his strike. And now Chris working on a double after 4. He's open 9 spare double.
Out of here. See y'all later.
And the next stop, Southwest Gold Tour, is this Sunday in Wichita. Be sure and tune in for that. Starting at 10 a.m. on Sunday. All right, the 2-8 on 16. Justin Bowie gets him out for 4 in a row after 6. So Justin's strike open 4 in a row. And Tim Crow, 17. That's high. Gets the 4-9 out late for 3 in a row. Tim's open spare 3 in a row. All right, Chris Stone, 9. Going for 4 in a row, comes in, touch high, leaving a Stone 9. All right, Tim Crow, light mixer, leaves the 4-pin after 3 in a row. So he'll be at 137 on a spare after he picks this up in the 7th frame. Right, Tim hooking at it. Getting just enough of the 4-pin, get it out. So he is at 137. And Chris Warren starting his 7th frame. He's on a spare. Struck on this lane before. All right, finds the hold in the middle. At strike in the 7th. Chris Warren. So go down and see John Traver. John, frequent finalist here. And that's why it gets him out. So that was his first shot in the 10th. So John go off the sheet for 238. And one more for John to go 238. And that should help him. He was 6 outside of the cut after game number 1. That's a Justin Bowie on 15, starting his 9th frame. Justin's on a strike. And finds the pocket for a double. So Justin's still got 245 possible going into the 10th. And Tim Crow starting his 9th frame on lane 18. And Tim's on a strike. Getting it outside, getting it to Reed. Coming into the pocket for a double. So Tim's got 237 possible out there. Chris Warren, Chris on a double, starting his 9th frame. Chris was in 2nd place after the first game. Looks like he needed some help on that. He was looking for it, didn't get it. 2, 4, 8, 10. Losing some count with the 6 on a double. Oh, and he gets it. The 2, 4, 8, 10. Yeah, there you go. That's it. Jody leaves the 5-pin. And she can pick this up for a chance at 196. And she doesn't like it, and a little too far outside. So it'll be open, 155, so she can go 185 still. And Tim, first shot in the 10th, sending them all back for 3 in a row. So Tim still keeping 237 alive. All right, so Tim's going to be in the 230s. And Justin didn't like it. Not sure why. Got him out. Justin on 3 in a row. Still has 245 possible. And Tim needs some hold. Comes in high. Trips the 4-pin out. 237. All right, so that should help Tim climb the standings going into the 3rd game of round number 1. All right, Justin with 4 in a row, getting the 2nd one in the 10th. Justin still with 245 possible. And the opportunity to end game number 2 with a pack of francs. Justin going to the ball change. Trying to get a little different look going into game number 3. And we'll see what it looks like. And that looks pretty good. So Justin with 245. And Justin finished game number 1 tied for the cut. So undoubtedly he will move up after game number 2. Jody didn't like it, but Jody got a strike. So she's still got 285 possible out there. And she doesn't like that one either, and gets 3 off the left. All right, so that just about wraps it for game number 2. So our left pairs finishing up in the 10th frame. And as they finish up, we're gonna take a little break as they make the move, and we'll be right back. Taylor with the messenger. Get him out. Gets him a double after 2. Taylor's the leader after 1. After the first game. That's a John leaving a 3.610, and he picks it up. So John's open strike spare after 3. All right, we've got the results after 2. Had a change in the lead. Current leader, Todd Wilkerson, leading with a 5.68. Taylor Yarborough drops to second by 5. And watch Taylor take his shot for the third frame. Taylor's on a double, throwing the IQ Tour. There you go, splitting the 8-9, 3 in a row for Taylor. So Daniel Cruz saw him in the first game, 5.42. And Warren Reed, 5.21. Troy Bruneberg, 5.14. Carl Lewis, 5.11. Scotty Bratton, 5.08. Bradley Sheehan, 5.01. Robert Lawrence, 4.99. Jeffrey Norton, 4.89. Kevin Lefebvre, 4.79. Jacob Wilborn, 4.76. Chris Warren in 13th, 4.75. Zach Newman, 4.72. Michael Murphy, 4.69. In 16th, Nico Gaudet tied, 4.69. Matt Heisen, also 4.69. Troy Morgan got a 4-way tie with a 4.69. Justin Bowie, just 2 back of that in 19th place, 4.67. John Traver, who you see on our pair here, 4.66. Maya Washington coming in with a big 2.41 in game number 2 to get above the cut line in 4.62. Noah Raleigh Turner, 4.59, 22nd place. Damian Nance, also 4.59. John Ashley, 4.51. Zach Edgerton, 4.49. Oliver Brown, 4.42. 448, 214, game number 2. 27th place, Lee Lortz, 447. The lefty Warren, Andy Warren, also tied in 27th with 447. One behind them in 29th, Aziel Garza, 446. Jody Cormier, 444, and the cut, 441, AJ Gribble and Adam Beasley tied at 441. Two back of theirs, Kevin Brown, Kevin Carbo, Jerry Beavers all tied, 1 or 2 outside the cut. Tim Crow is at 448, 3 outside the cut. Troy Gaudette is 436. Olivia Phillips also it's 436. So there we go. Cut at 441. So Taylor on 3 in a row. Lane 18. Two-hander playing deep inside, high shot, 3, 6, 7, 10. And Taylor goes to look for a spare ball. Hasn't needed it yet in the third game. And that 4-pin not gonna fall. 17. Very rude. All right, Taylor just getting a little bit too much of the 3-pin, sending it back, not in to the 7, so that's an open in the 4th, puts him at 84 after 4. And Messenger not getting a 10. John Traver, 18, 5th frame, and John comes in high. 4, 6, 7. So that right lane starting to transition. Seen a couple shots go high in the 5th frame that were working a couple frames earlier. So time to make a little adjustment, move a little more inside, maybe a ball change, and we'll see what they do. And so John getting 2 on the strike, going for the count, smart move. So John in 20th, and he's hovering 25 above the cut line. Oh, we got Lane Thompson. Lane Thompson sending them all back. Looks like Lane in the 6th frame, and Lane still got 279 possible out there. Looking for Lane on the results. Yeah, Lane in 44th. Lane had a 184 in game number 2. So he's 12 outside the cut line right now. And Taylor on 17. Sticking with the IQ on that lane and not getting the 7 out. He'll wiggle it around. Right, and Whiff on the 2-pin, lane 18. That's Lane Thompson, crowd favorite. It's up on 11. And Lane punishing the pins. For 3 in a row. On Lane with 269 possible. He spared the first frame, but he's on 3 in a row. Lane 18, frame 6 in the pocket. Getting him back, who's on an open. And sparing up the 6th frame. All right, nice shot on 16. It's his 6th frame. For a strike, puts him at 73. Maya on 11, and she leaves a 7-pin. And Maya shooting at the 7-pin, and she got it. All right, Michael Murphy getting him out for, looks like 4 in a row. So Taylor's got a 10-pin to shoot at to spare up 6th frame. All right, getting a spare ball to hold on to the 1 board. That's Lane Thompson coming up on 12. Lane's on 3 in a row, starting the 8th frame in game number 3. Again, eliminator format. So after this game, it's a cut of the bottom half of the field, and the top half will move on to play 2 more games. Lane hates it. Lane loves it. 4 in a row. Striking the 9th frame for Lane. All right, so Taylor's back up on 17. Looking to get back on the strike train. He started this game, the 3rd game, 3 in a row. Had a split and a couple of 9 spares. So looking to make a little adjustment, move in a little bit. Yeah, that's a move inside. And crosses over, gets a strike, but not the ball reaction he's looking for. We got Michael Murphy on 11. Right, and we're back. Had our stream crash a little bit. And we'll see John take his shot. There you go. Tripping the 2. We'll go over C lane, and I'm going to see if I can fix the scores over there. I'll be right back. All right, we've got our scores back up and running. All right, so our high side just getting ready to finish up here. One more 10th frame to go. There you go, Jeff Martin on 15. Sending them all back. He can go to 15 off the sheet. And Jeff was in 45th. After 2 games, 425. Just 16 outside the cut. So he might be close to the cut line after this game. So we'll see Jeff finish this fill shot. And a little bit high, leaves the 6-10 to finish 2-13. All right, so we've got some games to finish yet on the high end. So we will wait for everyone to finish up, and we will get the scores and get the cut, and we will let you know. We'll be right back.
Your order's ready in the pack, right?
He probably didn't make it to the finals. 07.
Give a minute or two to make sure scores are right. 30-second plays, advancing to round 2. 665 plus 65.
Jody, get your shoes off!
Yes, Judy, get your shoes on. 665, Noah Riley Turner. Your cut. just put up, if you want with the lane, your lane is to the far right of your name on the same sheet. Next round is going to be 2 games. Pin drop.
Okay, folks, the results are in. The first cut after round 1. The cut down to 32 is at 665. Moving into the number 1 position, although it doesn't matter because the score starts over, is Todd Wilkerson, coming in with an 845. 3-game total. After Todd, we got Carl Lewis, Taylor Yarborough, Daniel Cruz, Bradley Sheehan, Lee Lortz, Jeffrey Norton, Zach Newman, Olivan Brown, Troy Berneberg, Robert Lawrence, Justin Bowie, Chris Warren, Troy Morgan, Nico Gaudet, Scotty Bratton, John Traver, Lane Thompson, Damian Nance, AJ Gribble, Adam Beasley, Kevin Carbo II, Jerry Beavers, Troy Gaudet, Matt Heisen, Andy Warren, Ken Brown, Michael Murphy, Tim Crow, Warren Reed, Jody Cormier, and coming in on the cut line, number 32, Noah Raleigh Turner. Just outside the cut for a 3-way tie. 1 pin outside the cut. Kevin LaFerre, Marsha Morrison, and Amber Hoyle. 2 outside the cut. Maya Washington. 3 outside the cut. John Ashley. 4 outside the cut. Brett Douglas. So there you have it. There's the cut going into round 2. Round 2, 2 games. Pins drop. Fresh start. Blank slate for 2 more games. After 2 games, field is cut in half again to play 1 final game. As folks are getting to their lane, we will take a break and we'll be right back.
3 minutes of practice. 2 games. Start fresh. In the bowl the first game. Skip 2 pairs ball on the 3rd. There might be, I'll give you a recap right in a second.
All right, here we go. Starting round number 2. 4 in a pair. Got Nico, strike. Lane 15. No, Raleigh Turner, 18. Coming in light, 4-7. Justin Bowie on 16. First shot, round 2. Justin with a strike. Right, Michael Murphy on 15. First frame, getting him out. And Noah picking up his spare. All right, Daniel 18, light, mixer. Daniel qualified 4th place. And Justin on 15, getting him out. So again, 2 games. Cut to the top half of the field. Noah, 17, second frame on a spare, playing some angle. Oh, comes in high, leaves the 4-7-10. And Nico on 16, needs some hook. 5-pin, little light. And Noah gets none of them. So open in the second frame.
You're going to skip 3 pairs ball on the 4. It's going to be on the monitor now. Skip 3 ball on the 4.
All right, so after the first game, sounds like they're going to skip 3. Skip 3 pairs, move 3 right, or skip 3 to the right, roll on the 4th pair. So some big movement. Daniel ripping it. That 4-pin gonna go, it will not. Gets the 9-pin out. Scotty Bratton on 18. And a 4-pin for Scotty. Michael Murphy with the strike. Daniel picking up his spare. Scotty having to go find his spare ball. And Scotty picking up a spare in frame number 2. Justin Bowie, 3rd frame, lane 16. Justin's on a double. And he's right in the pocket. In the old 1-2 for the lefty. Michael Murphy, 15. Oh, that's high. 9-pin. And Noah leaving a 10-pin. And tripping out the 9. Getting it to go, strike in the 3rd. Jody with 4, 7, 10. And she was spare strike. Noah shooting at the 10 pin, gets it. Looks like he might have pulled it a little bit, but picked it up. Scotty lane 17 on a spare. And another 4 pin. Daniel, third frame. Gets him out. Strike, 9 spare. Strike for Daniel. And Scotty just enough of the 4 pin for the spare. Scotty putting on a clinic in 4 pins in the first game of round number 2. Nico on a strike, 4th frame. Success. Double in the 4th. Noah on 17. Getting it way outside with that electrified pearl. Out to the 1 board. Leaving a 1-2-4. Justin picking up his spare in the 4th. 7 spare. Michael Murphy on 16. Stepping out of it. That's high. Crosses over for the strike. Sees double 9 spare strike. Noah hooking at the 1-2-4. Picks it up. Sees spare open. Spare. Scotty Bratton, 18. Is it going to be another 4 pin? Worse. 4, 7, 10. All right, Daniel, 17. That's high, flush, strike. Strike, 9 spare, double for Daniel. All right, Scotty gets the 7. A little bit wide of the 4 this time. So he opens, puts him at 64 after 4. Justin leaving a 7 pin on 16. Noah on 18. And he finds the pocket in the 5th. Puts him at 71 on a strike. Nico over there, 15, a 3 in a row. Justin shooting at his 7 pin, picks it up. Michael Murphy on 15. He's on a strike. Again, high. Doesn't get away with it this time. Leaves the 3-6. Daniel on 18. Gets it out there, finds some friction, and it comes back. 3 in a row after 5. Can max out at 279. Michael shooting at the 3-6. Makes it. He's double 9 spare, strike 8 spare, 99 after 5. So Scotty comes in high for a 3-10. And it's split number 2. Nico 16. That looks good. She gets it 4 in a row after 6. Nico's got 279 out there possible. Scotty shooting the 3-10, gets the 3, not the 10. 2 splits. Michael on 16. And that's outside for Michael. Ball never hooks. Leaves a 1-2. Gets the 8 out at least. So shooting at the 1-2. Noah, 17. And that is outside. Light mixer gets him out. That's a double after 6. Puts him at 91. Michael shooting the 1-2, and he gets it. Jody at the 1-3-7, just misses the head pin. And that puts her at 99 after 6. Scotty gets the 10 pin out. Sends the 6 off the wall into the 10 for a strike in the 6th. That's a Daniel on 3 in a row. That needs some hold. High flush. 4 in a row. Daniel still 279 possible. Again, we've cut to the top half of the field. Scores reset. Everyone starts fresh. 2 more games to another cut to the top half to bowl 1 more game. Noah high 3, 6, 9, 10. Gets 6 on a double in the 7th frame. That one will hurt. Nico 15. That crosses over for the lefty. Gets the 4 off the 7, but can't get the 7 to go. So she'll pick this up to be at 139. Noah picks up the 3, 6, 9, 10. That's no easy task. So Justin on 16. Sending it down the lane, getting them out. That's a double in the 7th. And Nico hanging on for the 7 pin. So she spares that up, puts her at 159 after 7. And that's Chris Warren just off to the right on 4 in a row. And Jody leaving a 3 pin. Daniel gets it. 5 in a row. That's a pack of Franks after 7. Still got 279 possible. And Ryan Michael leaving a 5 pin over there on 15. And that's Lane Thompson on 19. And Lane is light. 1, 2, 4, 8. All right, Jody picks up her 3 pin. And she's at 109 on a spare after 7. Scotty steps out of it, crosses over for the double. All right, so Nico, 8th frame. And she gets it. So strike on a spare. Puts her at 179 on a strike after 8. And Noah high flush, can't get the 4 pin. And Justin comes in for a strike. That's 3 in a row after 8. Scotty with a 2-5. Michael Murphy, lane 16. 8th frame on a spare. And gets the 10 off the 3, leaving just the 3-pin. Noah picks up his 4-pin. Jody getting him out, 8th frame. Puts her at 129. Michael shooting his 3-pin, and he'll pick that up. Daniel on 17. Daniel's got a pack of franks going for 6 in a row. That's lights. There's no messenger. Daniel leaves a 10-pin in the 8th frame. And Daniel's got to go look for a spare ball. Hasn't needed it so far. And so Justin Bowie on 16. Oh, Noah goes high, 4-7. Justin right there again for 4 in a row after 9. Justin can go 255, and Daniel gets the 10-pin. And Noah pulls that one in the foundation frame, puts him at 152. So he's got 182 possible. So he's going to need a big game number 2 to stay in the cut. So Nico's got a 4-pin in her 9th frame. And just goes wide. Whiffs the 4-pin, puts her at 197, so she's got 227 possible. Daniel sending them all back in his 9th frame. So Daniel's got 259 possible. Michael Murphy, 15. This is his 9th frame. And Michael's on a spare. Now he is on a strike. So Michael can go 225. So Scotty, his 9th frame. He's on a spare ball change. And gets the 10. Leaves the 3. Tripping the 10 out. So 207 possible. Nico. All right, so Nico's starting her 10th frame. Justin just threw a strike for his first shot in the 10th. All right, Nico getting him out. All right, Noah strikes for his first shot in the 10th. So he's chasing down that 182 to finish game number 1. Justin on 15. Now that reads the outside of the lane. That is 6 in a row. So he's going to be 250. Nico in the pocket yet again. So she's going to be in the 220s. Noah with another 3-6-9. Oh, there's no 9 pin back there. It's just a 3-6-10. Justin on 15. Going to finish in the 250s. Noah's going to pick up his 3-6-10. And Justin finishing with a 266. Oh, I shortchanged him. He's 266. All right, Nico needs some help on that. Oh. All right, that was her fill shot. So she's 225. Scotty on 18. Ooh, gets the 7 off the 10. Avoids the 7-10 in the 10th. That would have been a disaster. Daniel starting his 10th frame on 17. Needs some hold. Gets it in the middle of the lane. So Daniel can go to 59 with 2 more. And Michael Murphy strike. First shot in the 10th. He's wondering where that was. Daniel taking his second shot in the 10th. All right, he's got that hold in the middle of the lane. All right, Scotty finding a look on his fill shot for a 179. So Daniel on his fill shot looks good, and he's got it. All right, so he's going to finish with 259. And Michael going for it. Oh, and he gets it. That is worthy of an instant replay. Making the 1-2-10. There you go. All right, so that finishes up game 1. So some high scores, some lower scores, with 1 game left in round number 2. So it looks like everyone has finished up except for Chris Warren over here taking his fill shot with a stone 8. So he should be in the 230s, 240s. $260s. Chris finishes 268. Yo, he's on quite a run. He's open, spare, perfect. Stone 8 on the fill. 268. So there we go. So the bowlers are going to make some moves. Moving 4 pair. Looks like we're going to have Lane Thompson down on the low side. So again, this round, round number 2, it's 2 games, and then a cut to the top half of the field. Right, Lane leaving a 10 pin. And Lane's got to go get his spare ball. He wasn't planning on needing it for the second game. All right, so Chris Warren shooting at the 310 on 11. So coming in a little high on his first shot in game number 2. And Chris just gets the 3. All right, so Lane on 11. And coming in a little light, leaving a 4-pin. So Troy here on 18. Troy led off game number 2 with a strike in the first. So this is his second frame. And needs some hold. Doesn't get it. Goes to the nose. Catches a break though. Gets leaves the 4-7. All right, so Troy shooting at 4-7, and he's going to get it. And Andy Warren, the lefty Warren, on 17. He had a strike in the first. His second frame, getting lined up, focused. He likes it. He gets it. 2 in a row. Get the patented woo. Taylor on 18, needs some hold, doesn't get it. 1-3-6, and Lane shooting at his spare, and he picks that up. Troy on 17, working on a spare, and that comes in high for him as well. 6-pin. Taylor gets the 3-10, not the 6-pin. That's open number 2 to lead off game number 2. And Troy shooting at the 6 pin, and he gets it. All right, Taylor coming in high again. All right, so the results from the first game are in. Leading after the first game in round 2, we saw him right here on the featured pair, Daniel Cruz with a 271. Tied with Daniels, Carl Lewis with a 271. Chris Warren, 268. Justin Bowie in 4th. Robert Lawrence in 5th. Troy Berneberg, we see here on our featured pair right in front of us, in 6th with a 242. Nico Gaudet, 239. Jody Cormier, 239. Matt Heisen, 236. Michael Murphy, 234. Kevin Carbo the second, 229. Jerry Beavers, 226. Andy Warren, 225. John Traver, 225. Tim Crow, 225. Troy Gaudet, 224. AJ Gribble, 224. So we've got a tie for the cut line at 224. 1 off the cut, Jeffrey Norton. 2 off the cut, Adam Beasley. And 5 off the cut, Zach Newman. Right, so there it is. 1 more game in round 2. Then it will be a cut to the top 16 for 1 more game. Right, and Troy doing his best to stay above the cut line with a strike in the 4th just now, and Lane leaving us 6-10. Lane after game 1 is in 28th, 22 outside the cut line. So it looks like Lane is on the spare train in game 2. He's going to need to put some X's on the board. All right, so Andy, 4th frame, he's on 3 in a row. He's inside the cut already, trying to get way inside the cut. 4 in a row. Andy Warren, perfect. After 4, the left-handed Warren showing up. Andy was 1 above the cut line after the first game, so he's trying to stay well above the cut after 2. So Troy also trying to stay above the cut. He was 20 above. Getting a 7-pin out late for a double in the 5th. Troy was the runner-up in the total point series for last season, and he's showing up again this season. All right, so Andy Warren, 5th frame. Working on 4 in a row. Going for the pack of Franks. And he gets it! 5 in a row. Pack of Franks. Andy Warren. Perfect through 5. Staying above the cut line. Taylor, 17. And that ball reads hard and goes through the nose, leaving a 4-7. All right, so Troy on a double, going for 3 in a row in the 6th frame, lane 18. That's light, leaving the bucket. All right, so Troy gets 6 on a double. Taylor picks up his spare. Troy's going to lose a little count on that. So the right-handed Warren, Chris Warren, playing inside on 12. And comes in a little high, leaves a 4-pin. And Chris is on a double. He gets 9. And he'll pick up this 4-pin. And then he'll go 108 after 6. And he picks that up, no problem. All right, so Taylor up on 18, struck on this lane last time. And he crosses over. These strike, 8 spare strike. Lane on 12, light, sends the messenger across. Gets the 10-pin. All right, that one's for Lane's fan club. There we go. And on 17, that was Andy Warren going in, walking it out to the next zip code for 6 in a row. All right, Troy on 17. So Troy spared up his bucket in the 6th. And gets some hold. Oh! Comes in a little light, leaves the 10-pin. All right, so Troy's going to shoot at his 10-pin. And spares that up, puts him at 134 after 7. And Andy going for 7 in a row. He doesn't like it, but he gets it. 7 in a row. Taylor, 17. There you go. That looks like a ball change for Taylor. Maybe a phase 3. Yeah, that was a phase 3. That's Troy shooting at the 2-pin. Going, oh, that was a 2-8. All right, so he picked that up. Puts him at 152. All right, so Taylor, light pocket, getting the 10 out.
What I need after my damn start.
All right, so Andy Warren, 8th frame. Andy's on 7 in a row. Needs some hold. Oh, and he gets it. Andy can't miss. All right, so Chris Warren up on 11. Chris working on a spare. His 9th frame. Playing the deep inside line and gets the 7 out. Striking the 9th frame. Troy, his 9th frame, needs some hold. Gets it. Sends them all back. And Troy's working on an 8 spare. All right, Andy with the front 8. Lane 18. He's had all kinds of room out there tonight. And he gets another one. Andy Warren on the front 9. All right, Taylor on 3 in a row with the phase 3. Finds a little hold, but not enough for the 3-4. After 3 in a row. Reads a little bit early on him. Goes to the nose. And we'll see how Taylor's going to shoot at this. Spare ball. And it's going to get the 3-pin. All right, so open in the foundation frame puts him at 162. All right, so Troy, 10th frame. It's working on a strike in the 9th frame. And trips the 10. First shot in the 10th. So he can go 222. There we go, a little bit high. Lane Thompson on 11. All light mixer, and he's excited. So it looks like he was in the 230s. Found something in the last half of the game. And Chris Warren with a strike on his first shot in the 10th. So we got a couple more games to, or a couple more frames to go up on the high side still. So as they finish up, we'll get the scores, figure out the cut line in the top 16. We'll advance to play one more game for all the marbles. And as we do that, we'll take a break and we'll be right back.
47. Plus 47. Adam Beasley, 447. Is your cut. Your lane sights are going to be on the sheet on the far right. Final game, everybody passes. One game. Pins drop, so I can win.
There you go, bro. I'm gonna start walking the goal out with this them two balls in the square ball. That's all I need. It's a house shot, yeah. Good. It said move for you. I don't know what's going on with you. I guess you don't feel this, so.
All right, the results are in. After 2 rounds, the cut is 447. The leader of round number 2, Daniel Cruz. Qualifier number 2, Andy Warren, Justin Bowie, Tim Crow, Carl Lewis, Jerry Beavers, Chris Warren, Robert Lawrence, Troy Berneberg, Jeffrey Norton, Lee Lortz, Matt Heisen, Jody Cormier, AJ Gribble, Nico Gaudet, Adam Beasley round out the top 16. Just outside the cut by 1 pin, Bradley Sheehan. Todd Wilkerson was 8 out. Ken Brown, 9 out. Fan favorite, Lane Thompson, 9 out. Michael Murphy, 11 out. Then John Traver, Troy Gardette, Kevin Carbo II, Taylor Yarborough, Olivan Brown, Noah, Raleigh Turner, Zach Newman, Scotty Bratton, Damian Rice, Troy Morgan, and Warren Reed. All right, so they get 3 minutes of practice for the cashers round, the championship round. 1 game. Pins drop, clean slate. The winner of the game is winner of the match. All right. And don't forget, if you haven't already, be sure and subscribe. Click the notification bell and you'll know whenever we go live. And speaking of going live, we'll be live tomorrow morning at USA Bowl for the Rotogrip Sport Challenge. Youth bowling event. And they'll bowl 3 games of qualifying and cut to the top 8 who bowl brackets, or bowl a bracket. 1 bowls 8, 2 bowls 7, 3 bowls 6 and 4 bowls 5 to decide the champion. And then Sunday, we'll be in Wichita, Kansas, for the Southwest Gold Stop 5.7 Youth Bowling Tournament. The last stop before the finale of that series, year-long series around Oklahoma, Texas, Arkansas, and Kansas. So be sure and catch that. 10 a.m. on Sunday. That's a 5-game sweeper youth bowling tournament. So set your alarms, 10 a.m. on Sunday. Or you can click the notification bell and you'll know whenever we go live. All right, so getting started. Before on a pair. One game. So Nico on 14, and she gets him out. All right. Tim Crow with the 2-5-8. And Chris Warren getting him to go. And we're going to make a camera adjustment on the low side, get you a little better view. And we'll be right back. Oh, 4-7-10 on the strike. And Jerry 13. All right, Jerry strike in the second. And Tim Crow finding the line in the third. All right, Chris Warren on 13, third frame. Chris is on a strike. And Chris leaving the 4-pin. All right. Nico Gaudet on 14. And Nico's on a spare, strike spare, starting her third frame. All right, Nico right there. Strike, spare, strike. Chris Warren chasing down the 4-pin, and he gets it. Jerry on 14, high flush, double. So Tim Crow on 17, or is it 16? No, it's 17, playing the deep inside line. Tim's on a strike. Tim, a two-time champion, and that's why. Chris Warren getting him out. All right, so Nico, she's on a strike. Lane 13, mixes them up, leaves the 10-pin in the fourth. So she's on 200 pace right now. Andy Warren continuing his striking ways. He was on the front 9 in game number 2 of round 2. And he stuck. It's a foul. That's on 3 in a row. So that it's going to lose some count on that. That's Justin and Andy, both lefties on the same pair. I think Andy's playing significantly more inside than Justin is. Oh, 3-7-9. Disaster. All right, so Andy looking to bounce back. Needs it, gets it, spares it up, saves his game. All right, Justin going for it, gets 1. Puts him at 66 after 4. That's Nico on 14. This is her fifth frame. She's on a spare. She's strike spare, and leaves the 6-10. So Chris Warren, 13. All right, Chris leaving a 10 pin. Andy on 15. Andy comes up high, 2-4-7. And so Nico shooting at the 6-10, and she gets it. Puts her at 88 on the spare after 5. And Andy opens. Chris spares. Oh, 7 pin. Tim Crow on 17, needs some hold, gets it. All right, so strike in the 6, puts him at 104 on a strike. Nico on 13, she's on a spare, doesn't like it, comes in light, leaves a 3 pin. Andy on 16. That checks up on him early. 2-4-7. That's a Justin leaving a 6 pin. Andy trying to spare it up, and he does. So Justin going for the spare, hooks at it and misses. That puts him at 94. After 6. All right, Tim Crow double after 7. All right, Nico's 7th frame. Stands up on it, crosses over. And leaves a 4-pin. Chris Warren, 7th frame on a strike. Gets the light mixer, and he is excited. That's a double for Chris. Andy getting the 10 out there. All right, so strike for Andy. All right, Nico picks up her spare. So Andy on 16. All right, back on track. Double in the 8th. Tim Crow on 17. Tim's on a double, so his 8th frame. Is that messenger going to get it? It will not. 10-pin. Tim. All right, and Tim picks up his 10-pin. And Justin on 15 finds the pocket for a double in the 8th. And Chris Warren leaving the bucket on 14. 6 count on a double. Nico on 13. And she comes in high. 4 or 6, 7, 10. And there's Andy, big 4. Right, Chris tripping the 8 out off the wall. All right, Andy there. Bam, got 2 off the big 4. Gets the first one in the 10th. All right, so here on, coming up on 18, we'll have Robert Lawrence, who's on the front 9. And he gets, he gets 10 pins of handicap, so I don't think, we'll see, we've got a 239, 238. I think Robert might have this one in hand, just has to show up in the 10th. All right, Chris Warren getting him out. Justin Bowie getting him out. Justin with 4 in a row. Getting this pair figured out. Just a little bit too late. Jerry getting them to go. Justin on 15, getting ready for his second shot in the 10th. He stands up on it and goes high, big 4s. All right, so Robert Lawrence on the front 9. Needs to read. Oh, and he trips the 10. Front 10, the double pack of Franks. So Robert Lawrence on the front 10. Second shot in the 10th. Needs some hold. Comes in a little bit light. Leaves a 10 pin. So he can go 289 with 10 handicap. That'll be 299. That still should be good enough for the win, but we'll see. We'll get the scores all added up when everyone's done. Chris coming in high for 7. Nico shooting out a 4 pin. Robert picking up his 10 pin, and he gets it. 289 in the last match. Chris Warren just going on the plus side with 204. And Nico going 181. 182. All right, and so this is our last pair to finish up. All right, so there we go. All right, so we'll add up the scores, figure it all out, we'll get the results, and we'll be right back.
Let's go. Yes, sir.
Thank you very much for coming out. Full week one, very cool. We're here every week, and then a million weeks. Anyways, get right to it. 15th place, $60, Troy Burford. 15th place, $65, Nicolette got it. $35. Plus, Andy Warren. Fourth place, $80, Carl Lewis. $11th place, $85, Tim Crow. That place, $90, Matt. Ninth place, he was the better one tonight. Chris Warren, $100. Eighth place. $115. Seventh place, $135. Adam Beasley. Fifth place, $150. Jeffrey Knowlton. His first tag, he said. Fifth place, well past his bedtime, 79 years young. Derek Siebert for $190. $20 place, $125. Daniel Cruz Jr. Carefully close all the way to the third frame. And your champion. He's all time with a nice 289 game. Robert Moore, $450. Congrats, Robert. $299 handicap.
And go bowl.